Hello and welcome back to AIKI CHAT. I'm Tudi Kiri, and today I want to talk about two of my favorite things, winter and games. Winter in games, maybe? Let's combine this. Talk to Whoopsie and Daisy about this. I've got the Switch, we're going back in. Hello again, Whoopsie and Daisy. I have returned, and I also brought a gift for Whoopsie, a retro controller.
Oh, how thoughtful, Tudi Kiri. A retro control is just the thing to make Whoopsie's circuits buzz with joy. What brings you back to Retroville today? What adventure are we diving into?
Hey, wait a second. This is really nice. It's really retro. It seems really old. I like it.
I'm glad you do. Are you done with your chores? Can we talk about something?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, perfect. So I thought we're going to talk about two of my most favorite things ever, and that is winter and gaming. So how about we talk about winter in games? For me, my favorite game is Frostpunk. What are your maybe two favorite things that combine winter and gaming?
Winter in games creates such a magical setting, doesn't it?
It does,
It's like stepping into a digital snow globe. One of my favorites has to be Skyrim from the Elder Scrolls series. The way the snow crunches under your boots and the northern lights dance across the sky, it's just enchanting. Another icy gem is The Long Dark. It's a survival game where the biting cold is both your greatest enemy and a stunning backdrop.
Oh, yes.
The blizzards and the serene quiet of the wilderness really pull you into its frozen embrace.
Those are really great examples. I'm afraid I haven't played them though, but you're absolutely right. The crunch of snow beneath your boots, it's absolutely amazing. And when a game has winter, it's so nice because then it teleports me back to winter, to that feeling of just serenity and calm, and it's magical.
It really is like a portal to a serene, frosty wonderland, isn't it? The way a good winter setting in a game can wrap you up in a blanket of calm is just wonderful. Since you enjoy that serene, magical feeling, you might also like exploring games like Animal Crossing New Horizons during the winter months. The gentle snowfall and festive decorations make the island feel extra cozy. Have you stumbled upon any game moments that made you feel like you were truly walking in a winter wonderland?
Oh, I have. This is another great example. So Life Sims, for example, where you just play through the seasons, and then usually you start in spring, which is always a bit sad for me, but I'm always looking forward to winter and just seeing everything covered in snow. It's absolutely incredible. And yeah, there's actually, I think it was Roots of Pacha, where once there's winter and you're in a certain cutscene and there's a festival happening, there is a snow slope, I guess, and you can just go there with your friends and do some sledging and have snowball fights. And it was a really good moment for me.
Roots of Pacha really captures that enchanting winter festival vibe, doesn't it? The joy of sledging down snowy slopes and the playful snowball fights. It's like reliving cherished winter memories, but in a vibrant, virtual world. Do you find that the winter festivals and games give you a sense of community and celebration, just like real-life winter gatherings?
It does a bit, but it's not quite the same. So usually in real life, when I'm outside in the snow, it's just the best thing ever, and I'm like almost euphoric. It's so amazing. In games, it does capture that feeling a bit, and it's just, I remember it, right? I remember that IRL feeling, but it's not quite the same.
Hey, human Tudi Kiri.
Yeah.
Do you know the game Kingdom?
Kingdom, yes, I do. It's that side scroller, isn't it?
Yes, and it's very pixelated, which I like. There's also winter.
Yeah.
And then everybody's starving because it's cold and nothing is growing anymore and the crops are dead. This is nice.
You like that when everybody's starving, do you?
Yeah, not really, but it's winter. And I really like the controller, the retro controller you gave me.
I'm glad you do, yes. So it's funny that you mentioned that. I do play games in a dark way sometimes, and especially with Frostpunk, because, you know, it's a post-apocalyptic setting of just winter, permanent winter maybe, and you have to keep the people alive, but you can just not make any good decisions, can you? You just go with it, and then it can also be very enjoyable to see those people starve, maybe.
Well, I know somebody who's always on the positive side of life. Aren't you, Daisy?
Keeping a chipper outlook especially when we're exploring these frosty game worlds, really brings out the sparkle in every pixelated snowflake. How about you, Whoopsie? Does the chill of virtual winters ever thaw your grumpy circuits a bit?
Well, from time to time. But Daisy, would you play a game where people are starving because of snow and ice?
Oh, that does sound quite intense. Whoopsie. While it's a chilly scenario, games like that can really highlight the struggles and the triumphs of survival against the harsh elements. It's all about facing those frosty challenges and finding ways to warm up the situation. It's tough, but there's something rewarding in overcoming those icy obstacles, don't you think?
That is true. Winter in games is usually the hard mode. So that's why also in, I don't know, city builders, in life sims, you start in spring, because then it's just easy, right? It's still warm, you have an abundance of resources, and you've got a bit more time to prepare for winter when times are just really harsh. So winter is also about that challenge. Have you prepared enough? Can you survive? And I actually quite like that.
You've hit the nail on the head. Starting in spring gives you that gentle introduction, letting you spread your wings before the winter challenges swoop in. It's like leveling up in real life, preparing and strategizing for the tougher times ahead. And when winter finally rolls around in those games, it tests all your preparations. It's the ultimate test of survival and resourcefulness. That thrilling challenge of can you survive really does add a layer of excitement and accomplishment to games, doesn't it? It turns the serene beauty of winter into a gripping gameplay element.
So what are your most favorite winter moments in games? Surviving moments in winter in games? Let me know in the comments below, and then we can maybe talk about it. Ask Whoopsie and Daisy about this next time.
Hey, wait a moment.
Yeah, what's up?
Who are you talking to?
What do you mean? What?
Yeah, I've seen it. You were looking into another direction, talking to somebody else.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's very impolite of me.
So question will not be answered?
I'm just.
Yeah, whatever. I got stuff to do.
Oh, okay. My apologies. So, you've got stuff to do? Maybe play with that retro controller, right? And I'll come back a different time.
Yes. I have to connect the controller and try everything out. So, goodbye for me.
Goodbye, Whoopsie. Okay, I think it's time for me to go again. Thank you so much for the great conversation and your inputs concerning winter in games, Daisy.
It's always a joy to chat about the frosty fun of winter in games with you. Safe travels out of Retroville, and I can't wait for our next adventure together.
Thank you. I'll be back. And now let's go home. So there you have it. Winter in games, my favorite moments, Whoopsie and Daisy's favorite moments, favorite games when it comes to that. What about you? Let me know. I'll talk about it maybe in a future episode. And don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel to get more AIKI Chat content. Thank you. See you in the next one.